Good afternoon and welcome to the Hannans General Meeting. My name is Damien Hicks and I'm making this presentation from Malå in northern Sweden. Malå is the home of our team in Scandinavia and is located approximately 800 kilometres north of Stockholm and 200 kilometres south of the Arctic Circle. With my family, we've made the decision to relocate to Malå to assist our team in Scandinavia to build the company, as this is where our primary assets are. Thank you for voting at today's general meeting, and thank you for taking the time to attend. Jonathan will have put to you a number of resolutions today, and we ask that you support them to enable the business to continue to be funded to grow for the benefit of all the shareholders. It's very difficult times, and we certainly appreciate the support of those new shareholders who came into the company recently to provide us with the additional capital we need to grow. The purpose of my presentation today, or a brief discussion, is to bring you up to date with our project in northern Sweden, the Partavar copper project. Partavar is a high-grade copper project. Its background is that it was previously mined by the Finnish company Outokumpu in the mid-90s, and it closed when the copper prices were low, roughly around 90 cents per pound. A lot of exploration was done at Partavar and a lot of unfinished business remains. There are 3 pits and 2 underground operations. There may be more ore beneath the mined out ore, but there's also high-grade ore that remains at surface. We've spent 6 months validating all of the historic work, and we're very pleased to see that the quality of the work was high and the results are very reliable. For this reason, and on that basis, we've asked an external consulting firm to tell us if we can prepare or convert the existing JORC exploration target into a JORC compliant inferred mineral resource. We'll have an outcome on that in the next month or so. On the basis of all the validation, we've initiated our first exploration program, and that's focused on the high-grade central ore body. There's no doubt the project needs more mineralisation to make it more robust, and that's the purpose of exploration, to increase confidence in what we know and to find more mineralisation. That program, our first maiden drilling program at Partavar, started last week and will continue through to July. Substantial or significant results will be released. Exploration is one component, but we also need to find out as soon as possible what's the economic potential of this project. Our aim is to complete a scoping study managed by external consultants to advise us what are the potential economics. How much more mineralisation do we need to find? What do the pits need to look like? What does the copper price need to be in order for our shareholders to make money from mining copper? Whilst it's a scoping study is early stage, it gives us parameters within which we can work and make decisions. The next major decision will be, subject to a positive scoping study, is let's work towards completion of environmental and social impact studies that are required to lodge a mining lease. So we're planning ahead and we're looking at this as a potential mining project. It's not surprising, it was previously mined and lots of mineralisation remains. So let's find that mineralisation, let's work on assessing the metallurgy, let's assess the social and environmental impacts, and let's see if this is a real economic goer for Hannans. Follow the news flow over the next couple of months, hopefully as the drilling produces good results. I also want to make a brief comment about the Kiruna Iron Project. A lot of money has been spent at Kiruna, and it's been well spent, but it's a tough time for iron ore companies at our stage. We believe that future funding for the iron project will come from steel industry participants. In that regard, we're now doing internal work to get some costings to produce some representative samples that we can take to steel mills, steel traders and concentrate users to see if they are interested in investing in this project. The project is unique. It's not large in its size, but it's well located with regard to infrastructure. And the impact of that is that it reduces the startup costs. The test work we've completed to date suggests we can produce a high quality product. We're going to do more test work to prove that to potential users, and we're going to seek their support to fund the project through to the next stage of development. Importantly, we're not making any significant expenditure on the iron project at this point in time. It's focused on copper. We're also working on divestments in Australia, in Sweden, in Norway. We have a lot of leads. As you can appreciate, everyone's a little gun shy at the moment about entering into new projects. But these projects are high quality, at varying stages of exploration, and they justify more work. So we're confident that we will find partners to take the projects forward. And the aim of that is to extract value for shareholders. We've spent a lot of money and done a lot of good work on our portfolio. We've chosen to focus on the copper and the iron as our two major projects. Here and today, we're going to solely focus on the copper, but we're going to continue to look for a partner on the iron. It is a very tough environment at the moment. Cost reductions are happening everywhere, across industries. In that regard, Hannons is no different. Unfortunately, we've had to let go of a number of high quality staff in recent times to assist with the cash flow requirements. But we've maintained a core team in Australia and in Sweden to continue to build the business. We think we're making all the right steps. High quality team. A project that has a potential to go into production. A pathway that we're following to make those assessments. And a diverse commodities to cater for swings in sentiment towards different commodities. Copper, iron, gold. So follow the announcements please. Stay with the company. It's always a difficult situation to be stuck between cash preservation and growing a business. We continue to seek to grow the business, but we're extremely mindful of our costs. The board are all shareholders and major shareholders. We're aiming to seek to protect dilution but grow a business, and there's many conflicts in that situation. Please support the resolutions that are put forward today. Thank you for taking the time to attend, and I'll hand you back to Jonathan to conclude today's meeting, and thanks for your support for Hannons.